Payment required.
So I finally beat Doom: The Dark Ages, and if you've seen my first impressions video, all I gotta say is not much else has really changed, except for maybe my rating. Instead of a 6 out of 10, my final rating for this game would be a 7 out of 10. Um, this is my own personal rating, of course, because there's many times where I didn't feel like playing and I didn't care to play, and either I'm just doomed out or it just wasn't that fun at the time. I mean, it's typical Doom gameplay, but like, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. Nothing excited me enough to keep playing. I guess another point deduction will be some of the missions where you have to fly the dragon around or be in the mech suit. I know it's crazy because those would typically be fun, and they're fun enough, and thankfully they don't last too long. But I just felt like for those type of missions that are special missions, something like that, they were very generic and just not super fun to play. Like, I was never excited to fly the dragon around. Never excited to play the mech suit. Which, speaking of which, I just want to note. So, beating the game, you get the Nightmare outfit, which is legit just the Void outfit, but slightly darker. So that's kind of a shitty reward, if anything. But you don't even get any outfits or customization for the dragon or mech suit from beating the campaign. At least not on Hurt Me Plenty, on normal. Because I'm not looking for a challenge, to be honest. I'm just looking to play the game and enjoy it and then be done with it forever. Because for some reason I don't care to replay these games that much. But, which I do need to beat Doom Eternal's DLC. I never did go back and play that. And I fucking bought it too. But, I'll play the DLC for this game if it launches on Game Pass day one. I'm not looking to buy it. I'm not that interested, but yeah, my rating went up from a 6 to a 7. The other main deduction is the soundtrack. It does not have an identity. This soundtrack is very mid. I had said this in my first impressions, and yeah, there's a couple times where some of the tracks that were playing, at least one of them played a couple times, and I was sitting there thinking, why is this like the battle music? Like, this isn't exciting. It's not electrifying. It's not, I'm not amped up to play. Like, dude, yeah, whoever did the soundtrack, like, they're not horrible. It's not a horrible soundtrack. It's just not Doom. This game really suffers for not having Mick Gordon, and it's crazy. And I had said in my previous video that, I'll be honest, I don't think Doom music's all that fantastic. Like, I have nothing against it. I don't think it's bad. But me, I'm not blown away by it. But this game really needed Mick Gordon on the soundtrack, and it shows. But I will say, after Chapter 15, I had said around Chapter 13 is when I said it finally started getting good for me, at least better. But Chapter 15 and beyond, very solid chapters. Like, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but the events that happen, it's like, wow, what the fuck? And honestly, I will say this, Doomslayer's helmet gets taken off, and I know initially, I think in Eternals, when people were like, no, don't show his face, what the fuck? But, dude, I'm happy they're showing his face, because he looks somewhat like Guts from Berserk, and I've seen people say this, and there's a scene where, like, he doesn't have his helmet on, he's got, like, blood all over him, and people are saying, motherfucker, look like Zod right now, and it's like, damn, dude. I mean, I think he looks fucking great. He he said like one line in the entire game, I think. I wish maybe he would talk a little more, but, or maybe even just grunt more. I mean, you get grunts of pain when you take damage. That's one thing that's nice. But, like, there's a couple times where he's getting whacked in the head with his own helmet, and it's just like, I wish he would at least make a noise. And for the people that say that they don't want him to, well, he's already making noises when you're getting shot, so I don't see what the problem would be if you got hit by his own helmet making noises. Just some grunts, grunts of pain, nothing crazy. I know he's a Chad, and he doesn't cry out or anything, but just a little bit, I'm not saying a little bit emotion, but just a little bit of something, I don't know. But honestly, yeah, after Chapter 15, and also the level designs, well, they were whatever, but like the actual theme and the way everything looked, like it was great. Like there's a part, I think it's in 15 or afterwards, where you're in like deep bodies of water, and what's it called, like thalassophobia or something, with the fear of great bodies of water. I'm not one of those people necessarily. Like in person, if I was there, yeah, I would probably be freaked out. But I know my one friend, shout out to Cody, he'd be shitting his pants playing this game right now. He says he starts sweating and getting uneasy whenever he's playing that shit. You know, I think even in Minecraft, he'd be like, oh my god, you know, so yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, great themes, and you know, yeah, it was a solid game, honestly. Nothing, it wasn't crazy, but I'm just thankful we got some good cutscenes. I like the story the most out of the 3 games. I like this one the most. The cutscenes, love the cutscenes. I love watching cutscenes, so they got me there. I wish we could see more cutscenes of the Slayer just ripping people apart, but I mean, that's fine. It's one thing to play it, but I like to watch it too. Also, speaking of watching stuff, the glory kills, I had mentioned this in the first impressions video, but man, it really does suck that they're not as present, we'll say, in this game. Like, they're still there. You could still, you know, it's still, they're glory kills, but they're not as glorious, we'll just say, as the past 2 Doom games. Like, you know, I had mentioned how I want to be able to like snap a demon's head off, turn around, I'm like flaying the skin of the other one with my bare hand. You know, just stuff like that, where you go on a complete rampage. But in this game, you're just like swiping them away with your shield. You're kicking them into it's just, it's not the same. But overall, still fun to play. It just took me a lot. It took me over like halfway through the game to actually start enjoying it, to be honest. So there's that. Other than that, I mean, I got nothing else to say. From my first impressions, the game got slightly better, and my final score is a 7 out of 10. So let me know what you'd rate it out of 10, or if you enjoyed it, or maybe you doomed out. Let me know let me know where you would rank this among the last 3 Doom games. So Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, and Doom the Dark Ages. I'm trying to think to myself, I don't know if I want to rate this one above 2016. Probably not. Obviously, it's been a while since I played Doom 2016. Eternal was pretty fun. I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard when you haven't played them in so long, and I don't feel like going back to play any more of them. But maybe someday I'll beat Doom Eternal's DLC. I need to do that for real. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more stuff, and I hope to see you in the next video.
Fat fuck Sparrow Boy!
Speaking of fuck,
A big fat fucking fat guy in a